Hello and welcome to another tutorial with me, Edward Lazarus. Today we'll be setting up something called roaming profiles on Windows Server 2008. A roaming profile is basically where a user can log in to his profile from any system on the network and have all their work that they were doing on that profile, whether saved files, saved folders, they can be able to access it from any terminal on that network. Now, first thing first, what we need to do is we need to edit the domain group policy. We want the administrator on the network to be able to view the user's profile. So to do that, first we need to click Start, Administrative Tools, Group Policy Management. You're going to see your forest here with your domain name. You're going to expand that. You're going to expand domains, expand your domain, as well as expand the group policy object. Now you're going to see default domain controller policy and default domain policy. I'm going to right click on domain policy and I'm going to click edit. Alright, now from here what we're going to do is double click on computer configuration. Okay, from computer configurations, policies, administrative templates, system, and then scroll down and we're going to look for user profiles. Alright. What we want to do here, we want to enable a few settings on the user profiles. Okay, the first one, add administrators security group to roaming user profiles. Double click that. I'm going to make sure that it's selected as enabled. Then you're going to click OK. Now, for good measure, what we can do is we can also enable delete cached copies of the roaming profile. With this, it just simply means that with every time they log on and they log off, the profile or the folder that will be created would automatically be deleted. Let me make sure that is enabled as well. Click OK. Now we can close off this as well as this. Now, to make the roaming profiles, what we have to do is we need to create a folder for storing the profiles. So we're going to click Start. We're going to go to My Computer. From here, you're going to open your hard drive and you can create a folder called profiles. As you can see, I already have one, but for good measure, I'm just going to go into it again and make sure that this is my profile folder here. What we're going to do, we're going to right click on it. We're going to click Properties, Sharing, Advanced Sharing. You're going to make sure and tick Share this folder. Okay, now the share name, we're going to let's put a $ to the end of it. Okay, we're going to get the edit the permissions. We're going to make sure that everyone is selected and also click full control. So all these shall be selected as well. Click apply. Okay. Now click OK. Okay, my bad. Then we're going to click close. Now from here, now we have a folder for storing all of our profiles. Can close off this now. Now we're going into Start, Administrative Tools, Active Directory Users and Computers. Now from here we can create our profile for our user. Okay, so you're going to click the create new user in current container. First name, let's put Edward. Last name, Lazarus. So our full name will be Edward Lazarus. Our login name, we can leave that as a bit of short Eddie. Okay. Alright, so now we can come here to this screen and we shall be creating a password for the user. Okay, so our password, we're going to give the user a generic password. Okay, QAZZAQ12345. Do that again. QAZZAQ12345. Now we have some options we can select from here. The first option, which is automatically selected, the user must change password at next logon, or we can set it where the user cannot change the password, or we can also add the password never expires. Okay, so we're going to set it, we're going to leave it as user cannot change password and the password never expires. Alright, we're going to click next. This is just a summary of the user that you just created. Full name Edward Lazarus, user logon name Eddie at edward.com, that's my domain name, and the user cannot change the password and the password never expires. Now we're going to click finish. Now Windows cannot set the password for Edward Lazarus because the password does not meet the password policy requirements. Check the minimum password length, password complexity, and password history requirements. Okay, that means we need to edit our password just for Windows complexity 6. We're going to go to capital Q, command A, Z, Z, A, Q, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold shift and press 5. So we'll get the percentage sign. We'll do that one more time. Capital Q, A, Z, Z, A, Q, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold long shift and press 5 to get the percentage sign. I'm going to click next. Again, the summary. And let's see if Windows allows us to set that as the password. Click finish. And it has. Now, our user has been created. Our folder has been created. But before we must log in, we need to set the profile path. So we're going to click properties. We're just going to double check Edward. First name is Edward, last name is Lazarus, full name, account, user logon name Eddie, profile. Now we're going down to the profile path. Okay, now the profile path, we're going to put double slashes, your server name, mine would be SER server Edward. But just to verify that, I'm going to click start, computer, properties, computer name, server Edward. Just to verify, server Edward dot my domain name, which is edward.com, right, / profiles, FILZ, and this is where we put in the $sign. Remember that I said to put that in before, / one more time, and the username, which would be Eddie. Okay, and with this, you set the network path as the profile path for the user. Okay, then we're going to click apply and OK. So if everything goes well, this should be our user. As you can see, I have two Vista machines, two Vista VMs here. I'm just going to put this in the background. Let me just double check something to make sure. Profiles, as you can see, our profiles folder is empty. I'm going to close this. I wonder if I can place in the background there. Again, our two Vista machines are here. So first we're going to Vista, okay, switch user, other user. Our username is Eddie, EDDY, and our password, capital Q, A, C, Z, A, Q, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold shift and press 5 to get the percentage sign. Enter. Alright, as you can see, we have instantly logged in. Well, Windows activation, we're going to activate that later. Personalized settings. Windows Vista. Well, at first login, it will take a while for personalized settings. I'm going to pause the video here, and when it's finished, when the profile finishes, I will resume the video. Alright, user profile. Yeah. So this is our Roman profiles. So yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching.